This is my day. I'm gonna do things my way. This is my day. I'm gonna do things my way. If you believe it, say it. You're gonna make it. Say it. If you believe it, say it. Yeah. This is my day.
Hello. It is Monday. It's a fun day. We're so happy to be with you. It's a brand new month and a start to a brand new week. All right, so today we're going to jump straight into it by looking at yesterday. Hashtag Sunday Twitter. Was it lit?
It was lit!
And we also have an MCM who will be joining us in studio today, and we'll be getting in touch with inspiration on Monday motivation. This is TrendingSA on SABC3 and on our website trendingsa.tv. Bobby Malloy is my name, and I never roam these streets alone. I'm always accompanied by my slick Shaka Sisulu on my left side. And every girl needs a girlfriend like Ms. Cooley Roberts on the right side. And I'm telling you,
come on now.
and there ain't nobody like Nina Hastings.
Yes, that is correct.
That is correct.
That is
yes,
correct.
Yes.
I recognize you.
So, we're going to jump into Shaka's timeline first. How are you feeling today? You okay?
I'm a little bit tired.
Yeah.
But I have this like this pounding beat of this song that just won't leave my head. Mayo, 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 mayo.
Okay.
All right.
Mayo, 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 mayo.
Actually, we must have him in the studio someday.
Oh, you know the boy is mellow.
Right.
With them words like Paolo Coelho. Okay, listen. The big thing, obviously, on my timeline right about now.
The most tired
Rap.
rendition of it. You're like,
Okay, listen. The most, well, I don't know if it's that tired. It's going to get tired very quickly, the Kim Kardashian, like, trends. She was trends for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
And this time it was because she
a
got...
wrong reason trend.
I guess you're right. I guess you're right.
But what?
Because we're
would
talking about her now.
What would the right reason be for Kim? What would it be?
She donated 170 million rands worth of jewelry.
Guys,
Keep it moving.
Kim
That's
Kardashian
what she did, isn't it?
earned $57 million last year just for existing.
No, and for being on TV.
No, for existing.
And for being...
No, for existing.
Okay,
You were
saying,
cool.
Shaka.
So, so she was trending because she got robbed by people pretending to be policemen in Paris. In her hotel room. Apparently, she was held up at gunpoint. We're going to talk about that. We're going to see some of the tweets that you guys had
Sent?
yeah. Okay.
Words, use your words, Shaka.
Okay.
Mayo.
Okay, and then also what was trending is Mahatma Gandhi. It's the 147th anniversary of his birth.
Nice.
All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about that and see some of the reactions that have come from across the world. People pouring out their love for Mahatma Gandhi is really, really fantastic. And then on a lesser high note, pray for Egypt. No, I mean Ethiopia.
Ethiopia.
Yeah, sorry. In Ethiopia, 52 people died in a stampede. They were protesting against their government. It seems like a real, it's the thing to be doing nowadays.
Ach, it's tough, man. We have 1.5 minutes to go
Yeah,
until
Shaka,
the
thank you.
end of this ad break. So, what's cooking on your timeline, Nina? In 30 seconds, if you can, my sweet love.
Okie dokie, yesterday being the church day for many Christians out there, hashtag does your pastor know? Whoa! It trended almost the entire day. Tweets turned social media into their confession booth. I saw a lot of hilarious posts. We'll share some of these with you later.
Nice one. Sis Cooley Roberts?
His heart is absolutely beautiful. So tabula, tabula, MCM.
That is incredible. Vuyo Dabula is going to be here.
So explain, dabula is what? To
Like
tear. I
yeah.
thought dubula
Dubula.
is
that's
to shoot.
yeah.
So I guess you can
Dabula.
tear and then shoot.
You can shoot and tear.
Ay, papi.
Monday Motivation is trending as always, and we have someone very incredible in studio, Billy Silikani. A couple of weeks ago, we had Linda Nduli, and apparently, one is the mentor So I'm very excited to find out what motivation we'll be getting for the week ahead. Stay tuned for that. Remember, if you have any questions for our guests, tag us on social media and we will ask your question on your behalf. At TrendingSA on 3 on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. TrendingSA. We carry on after the break. Do not move a muzzle. Statue.
This is my day. This is my day. I'm gonna do things my way. This is my day. I'm gonna do things my way. If you believe it, say it. You're gonna make it. Say it. If you believe it, say it. Yeah. This is my day.
Hello and welcome to Trending SA. It's Monday, everybody.
You know,
Groundhog Day.
It's Deja Vu Day.
Hey,
Didn't we just do this?
We
I
literally
felt
have
like-
just been through this. But you know what? It seems everybody's having a bit of a Monday. Thank you very much for your tweet, Lebo_na. Butshaka Sisulu. Looks like you had an epic weekend. Audinire. And obviously our crew upstairs in the control room
They had a hectic weekend
having
with me.
finger problems as well. But it's all good because we are together for the rest of this hour here on Trending SA on 3. Thank you so much for all of your tweets. We got a tweet here from someone on Kuli's timeline, right?
Terrence.
Terrence says, is Kuli Roberts wearing shoes? I don't know why I'm even thinking about this. Sis
you wanna
Kuli,
show them?
are you wearing shoes?
I
No, please
am.
don't show them.
Please show them.
I
Don't
also
show them
don't
the
think
shoes.
you should show them.
Don't show them
I
the
don't
shoes.
Show them.
Oh, Kuli, no!
They are very comfortable.
Oh, no.
I
This-
apologize, Shaka.
This may be
This
the
is like
end.
a slip.
Yeah.
Okay, you hide it. You keep it under the table.
A slip,
No,
like
no, you know what?
an undergarment.
No, I call those contraceptives.
Slips with socks. I wear slips with nothing else. So you can talking
You guys
about.
are insane. So
You
we're
are
going to jump
insane.
straight into our very first trending topic, and I'm going to hand it over to Shackles on my feet so
Well,
I
shackles.
can dance.
Bluetooth high five. Okay.
I like that laugh.
All right, anyway, while you guys were laughing, some of us were celebrating Mahatma Gandhi is turning 147, except he hasn't turned 147 because he passed away. So it was the anniversary of his 147th anniversary of his born day.
Guys.
Mahatma Gandhi was such a wonderful guy. Here's some tweets about it. Mahatma Gandhi showed us the ethical way, how India can progress in the right direction by following the virtues of truth and morality, and kill some people in the Kashmir.
Wow.
Revenge is a land where nobody should ever go. Mahatma Gandhi said that. Did you know the remains of Mahatma Gandhi were immersed in the River Nile in Uganda in Jinja?
I didn't know that.
Remember, father of the nation and freedom fighter Mahatma Gandhi on his 147th birth anniversary. Gandhi Jayanti, remembering Mahatma Gandhi, undoubtedly one of the finest products India has ever made. I agree. Except South Africa made it.
Yeah, one of his most popular quotes is that greatness of a nation and its moral values can be judged by the way they treat the animals. I mean, I'm reading that and I'm thinking about Mumbai. You see cows everywhere because they're holy.
No, but isn't that the context of like India where cows are holy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of context. I like the quote that he had with be the change you want to see in the world. I like that
Yeah.
one. I keep that one in my
I thought
life.
that was a Kim Kardashian quote.
No!
Everybody uses that quote, though, right?
Well, Kim Kardashian might have said that to the robbers that held her up
That was shocking.
on Sunday
Shocking.
and stole 170 million rands worth of jewelry. Who keeps 170 million rands worth of jewelry on
Yeah,
them?
but remember
Kim
what Bobby
Kardashian.
said.
Oh, flip, look at that.
Holy.
Yeah.
So you see that's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days worth of pretty things, plus, you know, as her push present for giving birth to the latest child, she was given
Push
a.
present.
Don't you know a push present? To say thank you for pushing.
What's wrong with you, Shaka?
Thank
What
you
if
for
you-
pushing this bowling ball out of your teeny tiny area.
What if you get a cesarean?
Then thank
then
you
it's a
for
cut
thank you for
present.
being cut. Yes.
Exactly.
So she was given a $1 million $1 million choker.
Dollar.
Nice,
By who?
nice. Guys,
By
let me
the
tell
man
you.
who made her do the pushing to do the pushing
Who else
to
would give
become.
her the money? The postman?
From Kanye, of course.
The
Only
Roberts
$1
were
million.
disguised as police officers stole a lot of money, Shakalalas. They stole 11 million rands worth of jewelry from our star. Of course, we saw that just 4 pieces or 2 pieces. I mean, now jewelry
a
is
lot,
expensive.
yeah.
Shemuma Mwini na bambeli mali this weekend.
Yeah.
No, yakumbula no Ulandu's no euphonic bambeli millions. Nobody knows who stole euphonic's money. It's still between Ulandu's Uchomi and someone else.
Yeah?
What are you talking about? Chomi stole.
Yo, I can't
These
let's
are the
not go there,
files
okay?
that we are releasing to you today.
While
It was dollars.
Guys, I'm done with you people. While she lost her $4 million ring, okay, some tweeps didn't really care about that.
Won't care.
$4 million, guys, that's like a house in Saxon World.
Oh, Cape Town.
Okay, so let's have a look at those tweets.
Let's look at the tweets.
Man walking about in Paris like hashtag, hashtag Kim Kardashian robbed at gunpoint in Paris.
Yeah.
No, but what did they go? Like, excuse me, can I please have your diamond rings? Blah, 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 blah. I'm a policeman. Oh, okay. Like,
Well, look, I mean, they were dressed up as policemen.
Yeah.
no, at least they
And they
weren't
knocked on
dressed
the
up
door.
as onion sellers and going, don't mention the Germans. All right, so this happened at the same time.
This has happened before, even here at home,
Right, yeah.
being robbed by people who are dressed as policemen. It does happen, right?
Did you get robbed by someone?
I got robbed by somebody known Dope. See, if you're watching, we know that you were in Joburg. I heard that you were in Joburg. You know, it's so annoying. Our cops can't get this guy. He was in Cape Town at a function, and I told the cops that he's there. But I said, no, phone us back on Monday. Dobego, I'm going to have everyone looking for you.
Send me.
Listen.
Nina's looking for you because you stole my money. We want my money back.
Why didn't Dobbs dress up as you? Your friend?
As a girl.
Really?
Sure, it's radical.
Okay, so look, there is also a clip of Kanye West because he was performing at the Nido's Festival in New York.
What's
and
Nido's?
then it's a festival in New York. And he found out that his wife had been robbed and he left the stage mid-song to go and attend to his wife. Have a
Good
look.
man.
I want
That's
a
a
man like
G.
that.
You know?
I'm sorry, there's a family emergency. I have to stop the show.
What?
I love that.
Yeah, but also,
I
you know,
love that.
That's a man.
You know, people often complain about Kim K and Kanye, and I think that they actually are perfectly suited to each other.
I love it so
They
much.
are
I love
just the right. You know, in Sesotho you say balikani, balikana. They are perfect for each other.
There was a tweet about that said, "I'd love to be a fly on the wall when Kanye addresses Kim Kardashian's security."
Whip it, whip it.
I need to.
All right, so now we move on to quite a serious
Yeah.
topic that has happened here on our continent. And, you know, a little while ago, we reminded ourselves to just put it out into the zeitgeist that, you know, we pray for all of these areas that are not on our continent, but things happen here all the time that sometimes we overlook. So hashtag Ethiopia protests. Nina, I'm going to give this to you.
Yeah, it's actually very hectic. Perhaps 52 people were killed in a stampede during a religious celebration that turned into an anti-government protest. Okay, so this triggered the police to fire rubber bullets and tear gas. Witnesses said that people were crushed in nearby ditches and they tried to flee the chaos. This is absolutely horrendous.
I read that 2 million people were attending this event in Oromia where deadly protests had been taking place already.
And these are our people. The Ethiopians share a religion with us. There's Ethiopian Orthodox, the Serbian Orthodox. We share religion. So that sort of religious imbalance is very Kosovo-ish. Sort of similar sort of ethnic cleansing vibes that are going on over
But that
there.
also just shows how much humanness is the same across the world, right?
What are they protesting about?
Yeah, what were they protesting about?
Okay, I can tell you. So basically, the people have been protesting about political and economic marginalization, essentially. Okay, so this sparked since November last year by a plan to expand the capital, Addis Ababa, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Addis
Addis
Ababa.
Ababa, into the city of Oromia. Okay, so this led to fears that farmers from the Oromo ethnic group, which is the largest in Ethiopia, would be displaced. So essentially, it's the same thing. It's ethnic cleansing, which is horrendous.
And this plan had been dropped, but then the protests had still continued, highlighting issues such as marginalization and human rights.
So our thoughts are definitely with those in Ethiopia, and if you have family in Ethiopia as well. So from one religious sparked hashtag to another hashtag that is kind of religiosity, we've got about a minute to go. I think we can jump into this and jump out of it, hey?
Hi,
Does your pastor know?
Shaga, does your pastor know?
Yes. He definitely knows where I was this weekend.
Okay. So this
He was with me.
the hashtag is, does your pastor know? That trended the entire day with fellow tweets making fun of things that their pastors should know about. So let's look at some of the posts that came through on our timelines.
with you.
Let's have a little squiz. Does your pastor know the reason you sing so melodiously is because Bay and his or her parents are in the congregation? Look at the mom, the look your mom gives you when he says something about something. I can't read. Disobedient children.
That's funny.
Does your pastor know that church was supposed to end at 12:30 and it's 2:45 and you're hungry as hell? Does your pastor know about Does your pastor know that you only go to church to sit beside your crush and wait for the part where he says, tell your neighbor?
Oh, that's sweet.
Does your pastor know that you don't believe when he prays and everyone in the church fall down and the cameraman doesn't?
Yeah.
Orkies, okay.
So I can relate to that one about loving your neighbor,
Yeah.
having a crush. I went to Catholic school from
Right.
like the beginning of school to the end, and every time they'd say, you know, tell you, and the person that you have a crush on. You're kind of like, in Jesus' way. I think you're very nice. I got a tweet here from Reggie Lungster saying, I've been robbed by someone who pretended to be a pastor.
It's probably
When two trending topics collide.
That thing.
It's a collision.
A collision.
All right, so there we go. While we're on this spiritual-esque tip, we're going to come back with Monday motivation. We have life coach Billy Selekane in studio, and he's going to join us on this table in just a bit. Don't go anywhere.
I'm looking forward to this. I need somebody.
This is my day. This is my This is my day.
And welcome back. If you've just joined us, come on.
Come on
Be
with
on
it.
time next time. Come on. But don't worry, because you're just in time for hashtag Monday Motivation right here on TrendingSA. So looking through social media, I saw somebody tweet, I feel like I don't have a purpose in life. I am tired of floating. I need some motivation, some Monday motivation.
You need a hug.
Yeah, but more than a hug. This person needs a plan. This person needs something to jolt them into action, right?
Motivation.
It needs Kelly Rowland. So there were a few similar tweets that, people were talking about how they were stuck in dead-end jobs, perhaps, or didn't even have jobs themselves. and there are a lot of people feeling quite despondent. So I thought we should speak to keynote speaker, personal, team, and organizational effectiveness specialist, Mr. Billy Silikane, to enthuse us. And here he is.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
So let's start with the main question. I mean, people wanting to figure out their purpose, but do we all even have a purpose?
Yeah, well, I believe it always goes with the definition of what is it that people believe purpose is.
Right.
You know, because it's all in how we see it and how we perceive it and how we interact with it.
How does one discover what his or her purpose is?
Well, it goes back to your personal gifts. Each and every one of us has a special thing that they were born to do or born to become. And we pick it up at an early age. And unfortunately, because we live in a society where we are directed by our parents, our peers on what to do, some people know it and they skip it because they're following what society says they should follow.
So how do you define purpose?
Purpose is original intent, why something was created.
Original intent.
Yeah.
So the purpose of this mug
Absolutely.
is for my tea.
Absolutely.
Sips.
And if you use it for something different than it was supposed to be used for, you're abusing it and therefore it goes into harm. Same thing happens to us as human beings. If we miss our purpose, we abuse ourselves and then eventually we explode.
Do you not think, Mthatha Silikane, that you can have an accidental stumbling upon your purpose by not being in your purpose?
Well, there's nothing called accidental in life. There's nothing called coincidence in life.
Right.
Everything is serendipitously planned for us.
Right.
It depends who's awake, spiritually and intellectually, to pick it up.
Right.
Some people, you know, and the question of purpose actually happens in two extreme environments. The first one is abject poverty, where somebody's got nothing and they feel like, you know, why am I here? That question of purpose comes. The furthest extreme is when somebody's has made money through a business. But they're 10, 50, 60, they've got a Lamborghini, a yacht, many houses, and they feel a sense of emptiness. That question pops up again, why am I here? I've got all this money, and I thought if I had the money, I'd be happy. I have the money, but something is missing in my life. It's because they did not do what they were born to become.
So do you think that the person who's paying their bills regularly and just arriving at life is not living their purpose?
No.
I don't think so, because I don't think that's what we were created to do, because I'm thinking, you know, the late Miles Monroe would say that the most, rich place on planet Earth is a graveyard, because there lay songs that never were sang, paintings that were never painted, you know, businessmen that never ran any business, because people allowed the essence of society to put them under pressure and define their lives.
That's very, very deep. That's very deep. Now, some people, right, you'll see them struggling along, persevering with failure, okay? How do we know when someone should be giving up on something that they're doing, or should they just keep trying and trying and trying again?
Well, I think, Shaka, what we must also understand is that all of us have got what we call paths. You know, there are 8 simple paths that each human being follows.
8
8
simple paths.
Yes, and these paths are what we call wealth dynamics, because each and every one of us has the ability to create wealth, and wealth is very little to do with money, because people think wealth has to do with money. Wealth is what remains when the money is gone, you know.
Ooh, I like that. Say that again, please. Just rewind, selector. Say that last
So
thing.
wealth is what stays behind when the money is gone.
That's usually called debt.
Not in that way. Legacy. Now, what happens is, I'll give an example.
Legacy.
I'll give an example. If you look at a person like Oprah Winfrey, she's a star. She's making her money through her brand. You know, so anything that is attached to her makes money. And you find some people are accumulators. All they do is to accumulate things, and they make money. Other people are supporters. You know, they work inside a business, which is not their business, but they become wealthy because they're doing what's in their path. Because once you find this one thing that you're supposed to do, you then get into a flow. And flow speaks about a river. You know, when a river flows, it's unstoppable. If you put a rocket,
Right.
if you put a tree, you know, and anything that is closer to the river becomes green, because the river feeds positive energy, you know. So when you find your purpose and you begin to flow, everything around you begins to grow.
Wow.
I like that. Flow. I love
Bro.
Let's just go back to flow. Okay, so you were talking about, there were 3 main points that you made there. So just give us a young recap so that we can take this information and go and apply it in our lives.
Well, I'm saying that when you find your purpose and you're living it consistently,
Yes.
you get into flow.
Right.
Now, flow would use a river's analogy.
Okay.
That when a river flows in a certain direction, whatever obstacle that you put in front of that river, it finds a way around it.
Nice.
So when a person is flowing with their purpose, it becomes difficult for them not to achieve the things that they want to achieve. And the fascinating thing about flow, it's not something that happens personally. It's not about me, my car, my this, my that. It's about you, but the impact that you make around you. So that's why the river it's got green around it, because it feeds what it finds on its path.
So The initial tweet that began this conversation was someone who felt quite despondent that they don't have a feeling of a sense of purpose. So that we can say is point A.
Yeah.
What would we advise such a person to do, to explore, to read, to find their purpose?
To unstuck themselves.
Yeah.
Well, I think it always goes back to, if you go back to your childhood, there was this one particular thing, or these two things that you did effortlessly. And each time you did those things...
Only two things. I was good at everything. I don't know what you're talking about.
And when you did those things, that people around you felt the warmth of that gift.
My banana bread, everyone loves me for my banana bread.
So you'd probably be the new cake boss.
I like that.
That is quite simple, but quite
complex,
profound.
Tapping into a good moment.
Yeah. So it's not only about the things that you are good at, but it's also about the things that make you feel the most alive.
Absolutely. And when you're alive, you glow. And when you glow, you touch and impact other
grow.
people around
Yes.
you. You know,
So
so...
it's the things that rhyme. Glow, flow, grow.
Yes.
I love that.
Grow, glow, flow.
I've got a tweet from one of our viewers. Let's just pull it up here. I think it's a very, very important tweet. Shaka Susulu is that dude on TrendingSA related to TD Jakes.
That is very important. You know what I love? I love the fact that...
We didn't get an answer.
No, you know what? No. You know what, Chuck? I'm telling you. When my daughter was a little kid, you know, she used to think I was TD Jakes, you know, because she thought I looked like TD Jakes. So I'm not related to TD Jakes.
That's very funny.
What I was saying is that what I love is the fact that whatever it is that you're going through, what you said was quite simple. Just tap into a good moment. Yeah. Now, if someone wants to get hold of you, where can they get hold of you?
They can go to my website. It's billysilekanespeaks.com.
Okay.
Or to my office. They can call my office. It's 011-492-0006.
And then do you do like private coaching lessons, or do people have to come to a seminar, or how does it work?
It depends. You know, there are people who are very good at learning individually. There are people who are good at group learning. So every person that comes to me, we do an assessment and find out what their learning capability is, and we teach them in the way that they can be able to learn and adopt.
What do I have to wear when I come and see you privately?
She must wear a burqa.
But definitely those socks.
A burqa. Okay, I can wear burqa.
I think you'll make a burqa look hot. She's
We
godly.
did have a question about if you're going down a path that you can clearly then see is not the path, or others can clearly see is not the path for you. What do we do? What do you say to someone who's perhaps not running their own race?
Yeah. How do you say stop that rubbish?
Yeah.
You say exactly that.
Yeah.
Well, I think one of the challenges that we human beings have, we like our own ideas and we fall in love with our own path, even if it's the wrong path. But because we sort of chose it, or we believe it chose us, we then tend to become defensive. It's like business. There are a lot of people that are running businesses they should not be running.
What should they be doing?
Well, you should go back. You should create this thing called the helicopter view. Get out of yourself and look at yourself.
Yes.
And ask yourself the profound questions. How long have I been doing this? What value am I getting out of it, and what value am I giving?
Yeah.
So you're talking about not just your career, you're talking about
Life.
Life.
We're talking about life, yes,
Yeah.
because your life, you know, you've got to find congruency in your life.
Yeah.
So if you are not happily married and you run a very successful business, there's a disconnect somewhere.
Yeah, you're probably having an affair.
However you want to put it. So I'm not saying that people should have 100% kosher life, but you know when you have a blockage in your life. You can sense it, you can feel it, that when you do things, they just don't move the way that they should be moving. And you know there was a time in your life when everything was effortless. So you go back and retrospect and say, in that time of my life when things were flowing, what was I doing? And in this time that when things are not flowing, what is it that I'm not doing? So you are able to do a comparative analysis and find out the things that you're not doing. And another thing that I usually say to people, I say, again, it's how you connect and who you connect with. So your circle is very important.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your circle is very important. And usually I say it starts with a circle of 5. I say if 4 of your friends are unhappy, you are the 5th unhappiest person in that group. You know, if 4 of your friends are very congruent and they're running great businesses and they're growing, you're the 5th person that grows. So who you keep and who you interact with ultimately has an impact on what becomes of your life.
Please tell us about your book.
My book, it's a very old book. It was published in 2004. It's called From Barefoot to Snakeskin Shoes.
Right.
It's a quasi-autobiography. It's a book that, yes, I'm wearing snakeskin shoes. I wrote a book called The 7 Power Principles, sharing 7 principles that inspired me. And when we met with the publishers and the editors, they said there's too much of 7s. There's 7 habits, 7 this.
Yes.
You know, they said you've got to come up with something that is catchy. And I said, guys, I don't know. And this one lady said, so tell me about your shoes. And I thought, what do you mean, tell me about? She says, each time you come here and you leave, we always talk about your shoes. So tell us the story. So I told them the story about why. And some people know about it, but most don't know that in the olden apartheid time, we were not allowed to buy cars. No matter how much money you made as a black person, you couldn't buy a car because the law didn't allow you to do that. So what black people then said, they said, fashion will become a statement that we use to elevate our esteem. So that's why a black man wore expensive shoes, because no matter how powerful your boss was, you knew that his shoes were not as expensive and as good looking as yours. Now, growing up in that culture when I was young in Tembisa, 2 things happened on a Sunday. Majority of women went to church, and a minority of men went to church. And the rest of the men stayed behind. They nursed their babalas, polished their most amazing shoes, and played jazz music. So when you grew up in that culture, no matter who you were, you said to yourself, when I grow up, I must be able to buy a very good sound system, and I must wear amazingly hot shoes. So that was kind of, and then this lady says, oh, so basically your story is from barefoot to snakeskin shoes. I thought, yes, it is. And there it was the title of the book.
So your life becomes your story,
Yes.
your testimony,
Absolutely,
if
yeah.
you will.
Yes.
I absolutely love that. So make sure you go out and you get the book, and from barefoot
To snakeskin
to
shoes.
snakeskin shoes. Billy, thank you very much for being here with us today.
It's a pleasure and an honor. Thank you very much.
Billy Silagade on TrendingSA. You can have your say as well. Tag us with the hashtags, #MondayMotivation, on all of our social media. All right, so we're going to keep all of the chairs here because when we get back, Vuyo Dabula is our Man Crush Monday. We'll be right back.
This is my day. This is my day.
What's up? What's up? Welcome back. TrendingSA is the name of the show, and if you've just joined us, listen, you are just in time for our hashtag MCM. He has graced both our small and big screens. He's a heartthrob of note, and TrendingSA is crushing on him today. Shaka's actually just like vacated the area so that we can have him to ourselves. Welcome, Vuyo Dabula. Shaka's fan has defected. I'm just here to tell you officially she sent in her resignation. She is on Team Dabula.
Guys, before we go any further, you have been nominated for the top 12 sexiest man for 2016. When did you realize that you are yummy,
Never.
gorgeous,
Never.
edible?
Never.
Oh, come on.
Never.
Someone must have said to you, ooh, but you.
Maybe they haven't said it long enough yet. So I literally don't believe that.
So when you look in the mirror, what do you see?
I see Vuyo.
Shaka, please
I don't
come
know.
back, Nana. I love you, babe. It's fine. It's fine. I still love you, okay?
Yeah, well,
Very important.
no, I need the break.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, brother.
Drama queen.
Appreciate it.
That is hilarious.
What are you saying about seeing him on some ad that he did?
Yeah, wait, weren't you you were doing the poetry in the Metro FM ad?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got
Voice
a
and
video of
everything.
that.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah,
That's
check this out.
It's from our personal
Beat
collection.
comes from my brothers and sisters. What beat, you ask? I'm talking about the beat. The original beat, the beat that began all beat, the beat that you heard yesterday, today, the beat you hear tomorrow. Yes, the beat began with my black brothers here in Africa. This beat is an African beat, the beat that a tribe boy beat on the drum, that a slave beat on the shackles, the beat that became the blues of our brother Johnny Lee. It's the beat of the bird, a dizzy beat, a bebop beat, a jazzy beat, a beat that went on for miles, the beat that was gospel, hallelujah, which gave rise to R&B. But you can't stop the beat must go on, and it did. It became a solid beat, a big beat, a brassy beat, the beat that is soul, can you feel it? I'm talking about the beat that took the street, that flowed through the fingers of flesh and the lips of Latifah, and it oozed through the city to become this beat, a house beat, a funky beat, a white beat. And I ask you again, my brothers and sisters, where does this beat come from? And I want you to say it with me. The beat comes from me. I am the beat, the black beat, the original beat, the beat that began all beat. I am beat.
I like beats.
Do you still know how to recite that poem?
So you are no longer beat.
I'm no longer.
You're no longer-
something that now.
I'm so glad that was a good poem. Like, there's also so much bad poetry. I am the
Beat.
river, the river,
Yeah.
the river, the... Okay, we get it, you're the river.
You know, it's funny because I always thought at the end of it, when you said I am beat, I was like, shame, because I am beat means he's tired.
Tired, yeah. No.
Shaka, don't ruin things.
That is hilarious. Okay, so let's get to your actual career, your passions. I mean, everything from television, theater, film. Everyone asks, do you have a preference? Do you have a preference? How do you develop a preference?
Film.
Yeah?
I enjoy film. I think from the word go, when I was, when I knew that I wanted to be an actor, it was film. And even my experiences, I've done a couple of films, international, local.
We're struggling.
Hold on.
Do you get this kind of reaction a lot?
Eh?
Do you get this kind of reaction a lot?
This kind of reaction.
This kind of, like,
I do.
painting, you do.
I do.
Yeah.
How do you cope with it?
And he's so, like, humble.
How do you cope with it?
What?
You were saying with you?
I was saying what?
I don't know. Let me wipe something. There's something on your face.
Oh gosh, is there really something about
Coolly, what papa?
He was. So, listen, I mean, I kind of understand this groupie reaction that you're getting.
Oh, really?
How do you deal with groupies?
Right.
You know what?
It's
Do you find, let's try and link the two. Let's
Okay,
try
okay.
and make
Yeah.
this a real
All right, so
conversation.
let's make it a real conversation.
How, do you find that the groupiness, that is around you also helps with your career? Someone like Brad Pitt, a lot of people think maybe it doesn't. It detracts. See, I'm
Maybe
trying.
Can I
trying.
Can I pick that up from...
No, I mean,
Yeah, what do you
look, I mean, whatever happens, whatever, people say,
Yeah.
I'm still kind of, I'm good at what I do. Yeah, I'm still good at what I do. You
still
can't
Jenny
take
from
it.
the block?
Yeah, you can't. No, not Jenny from.
I
can't.
Just checking.
You can't take my talent and my abilities away. So
You posted a video on Instagram of you like going Pearl Tusi.
yeah,
Pearl Tusi. Okay, was that a shout out to Pearl Tusi? Were you fangirling?
yeah, I was throwing something.
Were you throwing it out there?
Brick, you're throwing a brick.
Were you throwing
You're throwing a brick.
Were you throwing bones or were you throwing bricks?
Yeah.
Towards the SABC at 6 p.m.
Radio Park, maybe. I
There was a time.
Okay, so let's just actually, we've got that
Yeah,
clip.
we've got the clip.
actually
You guys
got that
got the
clip. Let's
clip.
have it in school.
Tooth. I'm talking about hell tooth. Hell tooth. I'm talking about hell tooth.
Hey!
I'm talking about hell tooth.
But now that would be a power couple.
Yo.
Like you guys would look spectacular together.
Aren't you part of a couple already?
Already something. Oh, I am.
Why is that
You could have said
Part of a
no.
couple. I could have said no, but like the evidence is just it's there.
So
everything
you are taken?
there. Yes, I am.
You are
taken.
happily taken?
Yes.
And you got a little
You
baby
seem
as
so
well?
pained to
Yeah.
admit it. Oh, I am taken.
Admit it.
Oh, damn
You like
it.
them when they're taken.
We like
You
them when
don't
they're
even
taken.
when you're
This-
not.
Listen, is being taken part of your purpose?
Eh?
Listen,
No, definitely it was my intention. Yeah,
was your
an
intention.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was my
Udom,
intention.
let's talk about generations and legacy. A lot of the fired actors want their jobs back now, but were you anxious about joining the show after the Generation 16 saga?
No, I'd love to say I was, but I wasn't.
Oh, then now.
No.
So when
Those are
you,
bands
I
that
was
way.
just thinking my son, family. That's how I just narrowed it down.
have you left Generation? So you're
No,
still
no,
you're still there. Yeah.
yeah.
you weren't affected like by people saying you guys are sellouts, you know?
Again, I mean, it's no matter what people say, how they
fine.
say it, it's okay. It's just you won't take anything away from what I want to do.
okay, so what have you got in the pipeline? Like, what's happening? What's next? So you're doing films, you're doing Generations. There's a couple of things that are happening. I mean, you worked with a fellow comedian. You worked with Barry Hilton
comedian. Oh, yeah,
on
Finding
Finding
Lenny.
Lenny.
Yes.
What was it like working with a comedian in a film space? Because I know that everybody complains about us. We're always looking for the punchline. As an actor, how did you find that?
No, I always, I always kind of try and invite myself into somebody else's world and learn what they're doing. So I never sit back and say, okay, I'm an actor, this is how I do things, this is my process. So I just waited and watched and kind of learned, what he did and how he did it. And hopefully it rubbed off.
Nice one. Okay, Facebook questions we've got here. We've got some questions from Facebook. Have you ever used your fame to get something for free?
Yeah, for sure.
Good. Nah. Have you ever said, I'm that guy from TV? Have you ever said that? I'm that guy from TV.
Yeah.
Yes. Have you ever been in trouble with the law?
Yeah.
Have you ever completely forgotten your lines during a shoot?
Yeah.
Wow. Have
Like
you ever
that.
sent a naughty text to the wrong phone person?
No, you gotta be careful with that stuff.
Right.
You don't want to be like Margaret
You know what I
van Beek out there in the mix. Okay.
Margaret van Dijk, what did she do? Tell me.
Hi, boy.
Okay, later, Margaret, I'm going to find out.
You've been on 5 different soapies?
I wouldn't say, no, just 2.
2.
Isidingo and the one
And
I'm
now
on.
Those are kind of like the big ones. That's
Yeah.
the ding, ding, ding.
Yeah,
That matters.
Like you've won the soapy game.
Yeah.
Yeah, the soapy marathon.
So what's the dream? Where are you going next? What 10 years, 5 years? What's the goal?
I would love to see, the industry where, we have movie stars in South Africa. Yeah, I would love to see that. And
You like a movie
if
star.
not, I'm too old. If it's coming, if it's just further than I'm anticipating, then Hollywood do something there. Do a scene
Because
with
black don't crack,
Denzel.
Wawan.
It
So
doesn't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know, right?
You'll just have some salt and pepper.
Do.
She's a prime
I'm a
example.
prime
Black
example
don't
of
crack.
how black don't crack.
Nina and Eminem are the prime examples
exactly.
on planet
We're
Earth.
the oldest white
All right, so his name is Vuyo Dabula, and he has been our MCM. Give him a round of applause.
hope I survive.
And there he is with all of his social media. Why are you giving me dirty looks?
I'm
Wena?
thinking about this one as for saying, I'm used to people falling all over me. Hi,
But he's been a good-looking guy for
I
a
know,
long
but
time.
Look at you.
No, I never
guys.
said I'm used to it. I said, well,
It happens a lot.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
I never got to.
No, we're joking. We're joking.
No, we're joking.
We joked.
So we need a commercial break. I'm sure you do too. We'll be right back.
You definitely need one.
We need a break. Yeah.
I need a shower, a cold one. Thank you for you. I do need a shower.
This is my day. This is my day.
You're back, tuned in to Trending SA. Vuyo Dabula has left the building. But we carry on with our individual Man Crush Mondays in our Man Crush Mondays segment as we crush on more men who are amazing here in Mzansi, men doing great things. Men, stinky men, hairy men, all the men.
Wax men.
Last week you were saying you like a stinky man.
I like a
So Nina
mercenary.
and Kuli are going to tell us who their Man Crush Mondays are.
Do you want me to start, Nana?
You start.
Okay, mine is Desmond Tutu, Archbishop Desmond Tutu, just because I want him to get better, and I'm very grateful for everything that he's done for us.
Absolutely.
And big ups to the bish.
Yes.
To the what?
To the what?
To the bishop.
To the bish.
Hayi Ntombi, ndiyamteketisa kaloku ubishop. Ubish. Bayisho, hey, that's my pastor, I'm gonna pass.
That's my bish.
That's my bish.
That's my bish, yeah.
That's my bish.
You guys are psychotic, you know exactly what I mean.
You wrong, Kuli, you wrong.
Does your pastor know that he's your bish?
Bishop.
I've never heard anything like that in my life before.
Okay.
You need to cut it.
Okay, I need to cut it. Woo, my bish.
Even the baby was like, no.
The baby was like this. It was like, no.
It's my bish.
Okay, so you guys Her MCM now.
Listen, my Man Crush Monday is not like a crush. It's more like a professional respect space.
Just
A little crush. Whatever. So listen, I went to go and watch Anati's performance on Friday night. I was blown away. The man is an artist. I really think like everything from the set design to the production, everything was amazing. Anati, here, let me do an Anati emoji. I am a big fan. Keep doing what you are doing, young man. You have a wonderful career ahead of you. Sharp, Anati Man Crush Monday. Boom.
You know, before I suppose the Anati explosion happened, I was at a big celebration of one of the cell phone providers.
Right.
And they'd invited people from all over Africa, and he was there with his crew. And I didn't know who he was at that point. It was a couple of years ago. But his energy, his presence.
He's a young person.
You can tell a star,
He's a star.
from before a star is a star.
Yeah.
It's who they are as a person, the way he carried himself. And also his stature makes him quite imposing. So really, really nice that he's doing so well.
Yes.
Shaka, anything to add before we bounce?
No.
What about Walter, your son? Man crush, come on, just say it.
One little
He's
small Nyana crush.
everyone's man crush. He's so cute.
I'm gonna bring a couple of pictures for next Monday.
Yay!
Alright.
Guys, we love you very much. We haven't run out of hashtags, but we've run out of time. So we will get out of here. Make sure you're with us again tomorrow at 12 midday for our next online conversation on Trending SA on SABC3 and TrendingSA.tv. Mwah! Bye-bye. God bless you. Happy.
My bitch.
This is my day.